Where's my stress ball? Okay. You're too damn nice to be this considerate of someone who's treated you like shit. If you don't do this now, you're never going to be able to separate from them. That's a fact. What have they done in this past month to actually, like, make you second guess this? Like, look at the amount of work you're trying to do to push yourself to go to new boundaries. And what are they doing? Just going to work and going to Smite? Is that it? How often do they stonewall you? How often do they just sideline you and they don't care about your damn needs or sessions and they just don't actually appreciate what you do? It's not right, man. You know that's not right. You worked all this effort into writing a damn script for this and now you can't commit to it? Come on. It came from straight from the heart. Like, it's the most genuine thing you could ever say to this person. You gotta say it. Take your time. It's okay. This isn't for... This is for you. Remember that. You are not responsible for... They put them in this position, and their behavior has manifested into this. That doesn't mean you're completely excused, and there's probably a more healthier way you could handle this, which would require talking with them. But the whole point of this is if they do not actually talk with you, you gotta cut the shit. You gotta just drop their ass. They're not going to respect you. What they respect is social pressure. What they respect is getting the shit pulled out of them. You don't want to be the worst guy in the world. And unfortunately, you're the closest person. Is it possible they've never had someone this close in their life before? I don't know. It's possible. But then why should that be on you? It's not right. This level of guilt that you're trying to rationalize is not healthy. It's not cool. You know this. That's why you're doing this. You know this is healthy for you. It sucks. It's a bitch. But like getting a vaccine, sometimes you gotta get the needle in, right? Terrible analogy. I know. Terrible analogy. Just go with it, please. Trust me. You've been trusting yourself so far. Where has that gotten you? Why did it take until now, man? I feel like if I was more confident and I could just be brazen as fucking asshole like I want to be, I just could do so much more. Just, I don't know. You're too damn nice. That's the fucking problem. We're trying to tough you up. I get that. You felt vindicated, did you not? You felt like you were fucking heard for once, that you didn't have to, like, shoulder the world. It's a terrible analogy. But, like, you get my point. This needs to come from this. If he truly respects you, in any case, they would see that this level of change that you had to put yourself through is not you. They would truly understand that this is a lot of guilt frustration and just the inability to communicate with another human being that's not them. That's not them in this particular manner. You gotta drop their ass, man. And I don't mean just like ghost them. I'm sure they get ghosted all the time. I'm sure they have so many sob stories of people who just stopped talking to them one day. How many people actually told them why they were being a selfish prick? How many people told them why they kept pushing people away? You can be that person. I know you can. You gotta do this. Okay? It's gonna suck. You're gonna hate yourself. It's gonna turn you and make you look like the biggest jackass on planet Earth. But right now, this is for your own benefit. And if he listens, it could be also for their benefit. They're young. Okay, they're younger than you, and they seem more well put together. I know. Look, we got our own shit to worry about, but like, the whole point of being with was that we would hopefully have a more easier time relating to someone with this kind of problem, but like, it's not working. And it seems like all we're doing is just making things worse for the both of us, right? Why can't I just be as genuine like I'm being right now? I don't understand. Why does it take so much fucking ridiculous degrees of like peer pressure and shit to get me to like crack under pressure like this? Where I just have to be more timid. There's nothing wrong with being a shy person. There's nothing wrong with being not selfish, but like sensitive. But sometimes you gotta kick someone's ass. Like, they gotta get their ass fucking beat to the point where they take this shit seriously. And right now you're like an anchor. You're holding them there. They're not processing the right amount of guilt and feelings to this situation. You're stopping that. I mean, look where you are right now. You're in a field. You're literally putting yourself as like a catcher in the rye figure. You didn't think it when you came here, but like, you quite literally are. You are the catcher in the rye. You are quite literally taking it to a metaphor, from a metaphor to a stupid literal translation. Your brain does these stupid things. I get that. It's fine. It's acceptable. It's acceptable for you. Let's put that clear. This is not behavior that anyone else would say is acceptable. I understand. But this is an intervention for two people. You and right now, Jesse's not listening to shit. Right now, Jesse's trying to make this all on you because they don't feel like they're being listened to or they're going to get the correct association. The problem is, they're doing a shit job communicating with you. If you ask them a question and they just go, I don't know. I mean, I've already talked about this before, but like, okay, that's not a conversation. That's a fucking relationship test. That's bullshit. Stop doing that. Cut that shit out. It's not cool. If I'm trying to learn something from you, that's actually me trying to connect with you. It's not a fucking relationship purity test. It doesn't mean I don't like you when I don't know that you don't like pineapples on pizza. It's just a stupid joke. Why is that so fucking hard to get across? And I know, you can say, oh, my autism, my ADHD. Fuck that shit. If you are not going to actually try in any circumstance to just get outside of your own damn comfort zone, it's just like, why are you here? Right? Why are you here? You're still just trying to be sensitive. You're trying to protect them. I get that. I know you care. If Jack's fucking smart, which I don't know, half the time they seem kind of dumb and half the time they seem kind of intelligent. It's like they don't know what it is. They're probably being led by their stupid emotions and they don't know it. That's probably what it is half the time. They're smart enough when they're calm, but when they get worked up, they say the stupidest shit, they say the dumbest crap that you can think of, and it just makes them look like a fucking moron. But you like them in spite of that. And they know that you like them because of that. That's why they keep interacting with you. That's why they want you there. They want your attention, and you give it to them. Without, like, you're not even asking for, like, the most bare minimum, like, you don't ask for, like, hey, can you check on me and saying, how are you? Or, like, you're not even asking for, like, a hug or just, like, any kind of, like, little gift exchanges or, like, nothing. You gotten nothing out of this fucking ordeal other than just stress and purity test after purity test to, like, prove to you that you're listening when you've done nothing but just listen. That's all you've had to do. You can't talk. It's not a talking. It's not a two-way conversation. It's all this. Just you venting to a fucking camera, because this to me is soothing and it's the only kind of fucking conversation piece I get. This is what I get. I'm gone for like 12 minutes and I don't know what the fuck my point is. This is why I had a script and I fucked up the script already. Just try it. Please, for your sake, just try the script. You gotta try it. You know you have to. Come on. Just try it. The world's not gonna think you're a fucking monster because you got fucking treated shit. Okay, try it. Look, just take your time. I can see you right there. You're right there. I'm watching you. Read the damn script. Don't hold back. Don't pull your punches. Just read it and squeeze really fucking hard, like you want to, like, bash their fucking brain in. Okay? Come on, you can do it. You can do it. Just try it. Try it. I'm not. Yes, you can. Just calm down, take it slow, and try it. This is not my usual style of video, nor is this how I ever thought I'd end things with someone, because I try to always leave my door open for past relationships, but today, until today, I managed to stay in touch with all my exes where we can still be friends. This is different. And I know if I leave this door open, I want to come back. And some part of me realizes this isn't right. This is not cool. Okay, breathe. You're doing fine. Just breathe. Okay. Sometimes the safest play is not to play at all. But in this situation, I can't just walk away from this. People will say I should have gone Grey Rock, or I should have ghosted them if they caused this much level of anxiety and stress on me. But I don't do that shit. I'm not going to name this person, but they know who I'm talking about with every single word of this conversation. I'm not going to ask you to harass them, and I'm not going to ask you to look up their name or anything specific about them. That's my fucking business. This video is for me and for them. And the reason why I need to say it here is because I need them to take this fucking seriously for once in their goddamn life. I need them to realize there are real social ramifications with their behavior. And this is the only outlet that I can think of that actually would get through to them. Okay. Like I said, don't try to find this person. I don't want to say I'm begging you, but I'm asking you very politely. It's not going to help anyone. Let them deal with their own shit. That's the only way I think they will actually listen to this conversation that I'm trying to have. Okay. You're doing fine. Just breathe. Okay. I'm not going to mince my words here. I need this video like taking a scalpel to a necrotic tissue piece. I don't need to identify you here because you've done this before, haven't you? You're going to do it again with someone to appear charismatic and caring at first. You're going to do this for like a month and a half to get them to get used to your weird idiosyncrasies with just sleeping together in a Discord call and just spending quality time bonded together to just, I don't know, take your mind off the shit that you deal with on a daily basis, whatever it is. That's your prerogative. But that's not the problem. Don't veer off. Just stay on topic. Okay, try again. You're going to do this all over again with someone to appear charismatic and caring at first. And then you're going to change your alias and name. You're going to take on a new profile picture. You may adopt a new persona or even a new, I don't know, personality type. Possibly. It seems like you've done that more than once. But you're going to take a random picture he found from Google and Twitter. That I know that you've done this before because I found some of your images that you've taken from other people that you shouldn't have. And you're going to sever any former connections that are going to come back to me because I'm making this video for you. And then you're going to go back, crawling into your pit of insecurities that you cannot crawl your way out of this. This is not something that anyone who you find is going to get you out of this hole that you're in. And you rewriting this entire thing that I'm going to try specifying here as the problem is not going to help this. All you're going to do when you're trying to rewrite this thing so that when you appear to be the victim is you're just avoiding the problem. Trust me, I know what that looks like. Anyway, like I was trying to say where I got meandered. If you weren't so careless with other people's hearts, not just mine, I would pity you because you cannot help anyone but yourself. You can't even answer a basic question in casual conversations like, what do you like on top of your pizza or burger? Because it's just another test to see if someone actually listens to your shit. It's a simple question. It's not a fucking rocket science question. It's not something that should be something that categorized in everyone's brain because it's only about you. If I was like making something for you and I was actually doing it, yeah, sure, I would write that down saying, shit. Okay, I gotta be careful not to do that. Alright, I edited that out. Let me try that again. Why am I defending them in this situation? Why am I trying to censor them? I shouldn't. Don't. Just stay on topic. You can't even answer a basic question like, what do you on top of your burger or pizza? Because it's just another test to see if someone listens to half the shit that you say. Newsflash. People have important shit in their head all the damn time. They're not going to memorize every little facet of your thing unless they're actually trying to do something nice for you, which in that case, they would have at least previous experience to take from. Okay? Your desire to form long-form attachments is ruined by the slightest display of any doubt. Instead of talking this out with people you care for, this whole cycle starts again, where you make random ass accusations that are popping in your head like thoughts. You deflect this stuff that are really your thoughts, but you want to pin it on other people because you can't deal with them. And then you project these insecurities onto others, making people like me go fucking crazy. And I'm not saying that hyperbolic. I'm just like, literally, you have driven me crazy with these random ass accusations when I'm doing the most bare fucking thing on the planet, just like talking to people. I only look at these if it matters. Okay? So here I go. I'm on going to the roof. Why do I like the roof? Because I could be myself and could just be by my fucking lonesome self. Why? Because it's nice. It's calming. I don't mind. Do you notice how I'm getting angry right now? I normally don't sound like this. This is me getting worked up because you won't leave me the fuck alone when I just want to relax. Just seriously. Just find a quiet spot, right here, and I'll just mind myself doing my little stimming things like this, or like, oh, like, hey, look, I'm just drawing in the sky. Do you notice how getting worked up I am right now? I'm not like this. You are making me like this. I don't like being like this. Do you understand? I don't like this. I'm just zoning out, minding my business, and this is what I do. Sometimes these people come up and say hi. I say hi, or I wave back, or I do a little gesture just to show I'm listening. I might make some observations saying like, hey, look, I see some fellow Pac-Man enjoyers up there. Ha ha ha, funny. I may look at the stars and go, hey, maybe I can find a constellation I can practice, like moving my hands out here. I know, it's the most boring, stupid shit in the planet, but I like it. It makes me feel me. I like to feel comfortable. This is what I like to do. Do you understand now why I'm getting kind of frustrated? This is the most harmless, petty thing in the fucking world, and you're taking it like I'm doing some mastermind bullshit level thing. People join my instances. I put an active on. It's just, they can join me, they can choose not to. It's okay. But that's it. That's literally it. I don't understand why it's just so complicated. Done. I know for you, that's a lot. That's a lot. I know, it was for me too. But I find that I get more comfortable with the time. It feels nice, I promise. Okay, I'm getting distracted. Instead of talking this out with people you care for, you start this cycle where you accuse people of stuff, deflect this stuff, project these insecurities onto others, and then you make hyperbolic statements to just provoke people, just to say something to get a rise out of them, or whatever twisted, misguided idea of yours is, like just blurting out the most random shit, like saying, you dare say this thing in my presence, you must be a Trump supporter. Like, what the fuck is that? I use periods, therefore I'm a fucking Trump supporter? What the fuck is that? Seriously, what is that? It's nothing. It's just meant to be something provocative and make me to be on the defensive. It's sad. It's pathetic. Stop it. All you're doing is you're saying anything to confirm whatever fear is rattling in that fucking noggin of yours to be true. But I digress. Nothing here that I'm saying excuses the fact that you hurt people deeply. And whether you know that or not, I need to solidify that again. You hurt people deeply in ways that I don't think you're aware of how much pain you cause. I only know 2 other people that you've caused so much pain, and in their words, they said, I'm treated the worst. So how does it feel when I'm the one staying here taking all this bullshit? Sorry, I don't want to make it personal, but when I'm being told that something, I feel like I have to vindicate that for my own damn self, because I would say, I'm sorry for saying something like that. That's just how I am. And I don't know how many others will realize what I now accept to be true, that you legitimately cannot care about another human being without there being some ulterior motive for yourself, or there just being like some overriding fear that will kick your ass in the right way. I don't know how else to explain it. But you cannot care about another human being without there being some kind of fear, or there's being some kind of like ulterior benefit for you. That's it. That's it. Just listen to me when I'm giving this example. I'm trying to keep it completely free of details. When you requested me to stop being a robot by not being emotional around you and other stuff and show my emotions, you didn't even do that correctly. And I know I'm saying like that's a weird thing to complain about, but listen. When I told you about my own thing that... Sorry, I gotta be specific. When I told you why I was reduced to tears about sharing something with someone where I was legitimately afraid because I've seen them in the hospital, I've had to actually... Sorry? Sorry? Okay. Just take a breath. Okay. Sorry. I'm still trying not to get provoked by that thought. Anyway. You requested me to share these emotions. And when I told you that the reason why I was feeling so upset because I kept thinking if I didn't tell him, on his deathbed, I never get a chance. And then I'm afraid if I tell him, I might do that again. And all I got in response to this, where I'm literally holding back this pain, all I got was just, you only focus on how these concerns of mine prove that I don't trust him, or that I'm afraid he has like bad feelings or thoughts for me. It's like, that's not what I'm saying. That's not what I said. All you did is just use that opportunity to steer my emotions. Just to make it seem like I was thinking like how you want me to think. You never bothered to ask me, are you okay? Sorry. You never bothered to ask me if I was okay, because my state of mind was secondary to whatever you really wanted. It was more important to see the world through what you wanted, and that's all that mattered. Damn it. I promised I wasn't gonna fucking cry. I had my stress ball. I could process. You're allowed to feel emotions, damn it. Just, you gotta control them. Okay. Alright. Okay. You're so afraid to connect with others who would really want to reach out to you. And when you do that, you're literally damning yourself to live a miserable life alone. Sorry, I need to try that again. Oh, this is being a fucking horrible idea. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. I need to wipe my eyes. Okay. Alright. I'm feeling better. Okay. Alright. This is really a bad idea. Fuck it, we ball. You're so afraid to connect with others who would just want to reach out to you. And when you do that, all you're doing is you're damning yourself to just live a miserable life alone. That's it. I know what you are because I've spent these last 3 months trying to convince myself of any possibility that I was missing something, that there was just something nebulous that would just explain why you act out this way when you didn't have this behavior stuff before. It just, there's nothing. It is what it is. I thought I misunderstood your ADHD behavior for being narcissistic behavior. But that's not it. It is narcissistic behavior. Your apologies never address these exact behaviors that you did wrong, not just to me, but for other people. You focus on how others are at fault, or you shift the topic away from you to another topic, or you simply say, I apologize. as if that's enough. That's not. That's the bare fucking minimum. It doesn't even meet the address. It doesn't even address what the actual behavior was that was wrong, and you don't fix the behavior. So regardless of how you try to approach it, it doesn't solve anything. You're just evading basic questions because they're loyalty tests. You take offense when people criticize you openly. You make these you literally make jokes at your expense just to excuse your faults. As if just making fun of it is enough to like go, haha, there, I got it. I said what I was supposed to say. That's not enough. It's not. And you want people to know what you want without ever saying it. And yet, you can't understand why people do not feel comfortable when they're around you. I've literally told you, when you are locked into your smite matches, there is no way of articulating any conversation. And you say, well, I don't understand. It's not that serious. To you, it is serious when you're locked in. When it comes to me, I can't. It's like a wall. It's just, there's just no way for me to figure out a way to like approach it. It's just foreboding. It's a fucking giant ass wall of just, I can't penetrate it. Okay, what was I getting that point across? Right. When I'm telling you, I feel uncomfortable trying to converse with you in a smite match. That's not me trying to say smite is awful, you can't play your shit. I'm saying, when you're doing this for 45 minutes for each match, that's a really hard ask for me to try to stay that attentive for long, or even try to find a way to get into a conversation. That's not me saying you have to be more attentive, but like, I'm telling you something that I'm feeling, and instead of acknowledging it or just doing anything to show me that you're listening, where I can try to be more approachable, instead I'm being told it's not that serious. It's just I'm only focused when it's a competitive match. It's like, I know that's what you think. It's not what I think. And it's not because I'm thinking is better, my way of thinking is better. It's just, we have difference of opinions. That's okay. But what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to find a compromise when I'm trying to talk to you about this shit. And instead, I'm just being told, it's not that serious. Why are you being so serious about it? You're missing the fucking point. I'm trying to be serious with you, but you're not going to take it that way. Sorry, I got a bit off a ramble there. Okay. Next part. In short, you shield yourself from the world because you're afraid to be open with it. And yet you want the entire world to revolve around what you want. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't work that way. And I'm not saying that to say you can never be selfish. There's reasons to be selfish. Like when it's for self-preservation, or like when it's like something that you truly believe in and you're super serious about it. That's when you should be selfish in the world. But when you shield yourself because you're afraid the world won't like you or won't accept you of these things, you can't expect the world to pay attention to you. The world's just going to look you over and saying, okay, moving on, next topic. Like, what more do you want? If you can't be open with the world, there's no way for the world to give a shit. I'm sorry, I hate to put it that way, but that's how it is. Okay. Alright, let me just try to move on. I think I made my point. The saddest fucking part is there's still some part of me that wants to pretend as if I never figured you out. I know, I'm airing all these thoughts out right now like this, and I still have some part of me that's going, maybe this, maybe that, maybe diddly shat squat, it doesn't matter. I thought I was wrong because when I first met you, you were someone far more caring. And that's the someone I wanted. That's the someone I want them back. I want them back with me. And I had to be sat down by someone and drilled into my stupid fucking head for hours that there's just one simple fact to this whole ordeal. He doesn't care about you. Again, repeat it. He doesn't care about you. He never has. He never will. That's it. There's nothing you could say to do to change that. And the worst part is, I know this statement's true, and yet there's still that stupid part of my head that doesn't want to accept it. I still remember this man that I fell in love with who did care for me. This is someone who sat in a Discord call for me 6 hours the first time we ever met, talking between just long pauses of silence where I just felt comfortable. I used to just hate when things go quiet, and so I would just talk like this where I just keep going and going and going. It would just basically fry my brain. So it just felt nice for once that I could just chat with someone casually and just go, they're not pushing me away. I'm not being ridiculed. I'm not being criticized for this or something like that. Nothing. It was nice. I felt as if I had been seen for the first time in my life when I felt like the world had just forgotten all about me. Because I too was in my own avoidant aspects where it's just I pushed people away when I shouldn't have done that. And as a result, I made a lot of bad choices for myself. But when I met you that first time, I felt I had been seen by someone for the first time for just me. And I was happy. That's the man who inspired me to respect myself. That was the man who convinced me to stop self-doubting myself of these things. And that was the man who gave me the courage to keep on going when I'm on the verge of crying. But that person's not around anymore, are they? But that person wouldn't threaten themselves with suicide so casually. Especially after I told him how I grieved over losing someone who shares the same name over 17 years ago. And you know I know this because I showed you the damn email that I kept in my Yahoo account all these years. It's still there. I still think about October 26, 2009 to this day. I'm going to think about it for the next 50 years if I even live that long. That's how much that thing means to me. That is my most deeply insecure thing I've ever had in my entire life. That is a sore spot for me when you say something like that. You know that. And that's when all those worrying thoughts that I had that just were self-doubtful, they just felt numb. And I realized something. You took my greatest insecurity I could ever share with someone in this world, and you try to manipulate me for my fucking pain, man. Do you understand that? For what? So I could see the world as you are? Oh, thanks. Was it worth it? You know, I tolerated a whole lot of your crap. The endless gaslighting for no purpose. The self-doubting circles you got in my head with, where you put me through. The constant dismissive withdrawal for both just getting basic attention and just affection of any kind. It's not even just a little thing. Just like anything that's like, hi, how are you? Or just responding to like, oh, how are you doing today this morning? Anything. And it's like, I got the barest of fucking scraps. And your guilt-tripping behavior, if I just wanted to leave you be to do your own thing, where I can go spend time with others, and then you made me feel bad because I would leave you, because you wanted to go leave, to let you do your own thing, and I can have fun doing something with others, not because I don't want to be around you, but just, when I'm with you, I want to do stuff that I'm happy with. I want to be entertained. I want to be interested. When I'm being there as, quote, a cheerleader for you, as you put it, all I'm sitting here is twiddling my thumb going, I'm bored. I'm bored. I'm bored. I don't know how else to fucking put it. I'm bored. I'm sorry. I can't feign the fucking ignorance. If I'm bored, I'm bored. I've tried it. You told me, no, I can't use music. No, I can't just talk with people in VR chat, even though it does nothing to separate. Like, what is a Discord call if I have a VR chat on the side? Anything, just anything. And it's like, you're taking your attention away from me. It's like, that's the point. I'm not interested in the fucking thing that you're doing. So I politely try to excuse myself. You don't do that because you think I'm just going to do something else, letting your fear and insecurity override this thing. And it's just, you can't have it both ways, man. Either you're doing something with me and I'm interested, and that's fine. Or you're doing something, I'm not interested, and that's okay too. I'll stay around for a little bit, but then I want to do something else because I get bored just doing this. And I go, and then you wonder, like, why do I fall asleep all the damn time? It's like, I'm literally bored to tears. Quite literally at times. But I could just mention this and 100 other slights on my mind right now. That's not important. That moment where I realized you took my deepest insecurity, that's what snapped me to my senses. That's where you crossed the line. I was going to go a whole lot more bravado on this, but like, I made this song specifically when I felt that level of distrust. I made this video specifically to show you how much pain you carelessly or you intentionally, I don't give a damn at this point. What's the point is you cause pain to others. And I need to tell you exactly what I fucking think about it.
I have wasted time. I have seen my use. I have packaged and sold every part of me, suffered a lifetime of abuse. I have lost myself. I have worshipped at your feet. And here I am standing on top of the world with some bitches to defeat. I played the game, I've won it all. They've screamed my name, they bought the doll. I've seized the day, now I've got one thing left to say. Hey, hey, fuck you! Here's my 2 minutes notice, fuck you! Time to quit and smell the roses, say goodbye. While I look you in the eye and say, fuck you. Interesting song. Wonder what fucking this is about.
It's about you.
Right. What? I have taken shit, been crushed under your heel. I have suffered for profit and suckered for fame, made a fortune you could steal. I've had enough, I've hit the wall. I'm tired of taking your calls. It ends today, now there's just one last thing to say. Hey, hey, fuck you. I wish I'd said it sooner, fuck you. Cut you off just like a tumor. Kiss my ass goodbye, you cuck. Fuck you. Have you ever felt sick and tired of doing the same shit every day with your anger brewing, eating shit for a boss that you're sick of obeying? If you ever felt the same, let me hear you say it.